It starts with an I, but it's not Indiana. We're talking Illinois. The Illini lead the Spartans by a game and a half for the Big Ten lead, and the two teams, hey, they don't play each other again in the regular season. Talk all you want about Indiana, though. Two of the last three meetings against MSU went into overtime. To the Breslin Center, Tom Izzo's best friend, Steve Mariucci, settles into the zone with the students. Spartans up 8, shot clock winding down. Zach Randolph, what he's got isn't available in stores. 14 points, 9 boards for Zach. 2 possessions later with the Spartans up 11, Marcus Taylor. Andre Hudson has been lifting. Team high 15 for Hudson. Spartans up 10 at the break. Indiana climbing back to within 7. Dane 5 to Jared Odell. Odell, target practice. Indiana down 4, but that was as close as the Hoosiers would get. Aloysius Anaganye, the hook shot over Kirk Hastings. Spartans up 10. Next possession, Charlie Bell, so dangerous. Such a playmaker to David Thomas. 11 for Thomas. Spartans up 12. MSU fans thought it was more fun beating Bobby. Win's a win. In fact, this was the 108th win for Michigan State's senior class that ties a Big Ten record. Hey, Spartans, I know you're not supposed to obsess with Illinois, but this win over Indiana lifts you to within just a game of the Illini for the Big Ten lead. Just thought you should know. Last time Maryland lost 2 straight home games was 8 years ago. NC State in town. Terrence Morris preparing. Juan Dixon on D, knocking it away. Steve Blake. Blake to Morris. Morris had 6 points, but there was 2 of them. Maryland dominating, up 17 at the break. Damian Wilkins driving. Gets the ball stolen. Blake on the break again. Finding Byron Mouton for the hoop. Blake, 15 points, 9 assists. Maryland kept cruising. One good reason why they kept cruising. What a talented player in Juan Dixon. Dixon, 30 points, 11 of 12 from the field. Terps running away with it. But they didn't give up on D. Dixon poking the ball away. A complete player is Juan Dixon. Blake gets it back to him. That was sweet. Maryland wins huge. Blake chipping in with those season-high 15 points. The on his sneaker, Mountaineer guard Tim Lyles. The light at the end of the tunnel may be you, Tim. Doesn't count, but the basket was good. Does that make sense? I think so. Yeager, 10 points. Enjoying the journey and the destination here. We head to overtime. In overtime, we're tied at 85. Lionel Armstead, who had 24 points in this one, but he misses the runner. Calvin Bowman is there. 22 points, 5 offensive boards. Nova down 3, 14 seconds left in OT. Michael Bradley, 6 assists, kicking it out to the freshman, Reggie Bryant. We go to the second overtime. In the second overtime, West Virginia up 2, Bowman gets it in the post. Nice bounce pass to Chris Moss, who scores and won. Moss, a game high 29. And I bet you these students didn't study Tuesday night. You think after the game they studied?
Probably not.
Okay, West Virginia wins by 7 despite South Carolina. Gamecocks down 5. Rolando Howell got the ball without the chain. 20 points, 16 boards. South Carolina led by 4 at the break. Tony Kitchings, baseline in the flush. South Carolina up 7, 12 points for Kitchings. TJ Cleveland just takes over for Arkansas. See what I mean? 15 points for him. Cleveland, 2 of Arkansas's 12 steals. Razorbacks within 2. Nolan Richardson doesn't like playing catch-up. Arkansas down 1. We're not talking about ketchup to put on hamburgers. Okay. Joe Johnson, the 3. Arkansas up 2. Johnson, 7 boards, 11 points. Timeout for Aaron Lucas to Antonio Grant. All that for this. Arkansas holds on. Razorbacks was actually down by 10 with just over 3.5 minutes left, thus the excitement there. Razorbacks overcoming, going just 1 for 12 from 3-point range in the first 20 minutes of this game. Rhode Island, UMass, Shannon Crooks, alley-oop to Jackie Rogers for the jam. UMass up 23-14. UMass in control of this one. Off the miss, Kidwana Reimer there for the tip-in. Part-time pleasers on the bench, love it. Minutes later, UMass ahead, 49-35. Reimer managing to hold on to the ball for the basket and the foul. A career-high 30 points for Reimer. The Minutemen win. The loss assuring the Rams of their 2nd straight last-place finish. Bowling Green, Penn State. Bowling Green coach Dan Dakich got shortchanged in that wardrobe allowance. Brandon Pardon, great feed to Kevin Netter. Falcons lead by 11. Under a minute to go, we're tied with Sean Warren, creating 8.7 boards. Penn State leads by 2. Bowling Green looking to tie. 15 seconds to go. Kevin McLeod. Brent Clayson. Clayson stripped by Andrew Mitchell. So Dan Dakich not in a laughing mood.
Yelling, actually.
Time for a new wardrobe. He was trying to actually lighten up the mood of his players, and it just didn't work, actually.
Game lead in the NCC's West Division. Teddy Dupay, he's not tall, but he is talented for three. The Gators led 31-16 at intermission. Early second half, Brent Wright went down, blew out a shoe. Bad right ankle, x-rays negative. He's questionable for Saturday's game versus Bama. Udonis Haslem, never questionable. He had 21. Florida rolling along. Defense helping out here. Josh Hayes, Nelson, Orion Green, two-hand slam. They won a number 2 seed in the NCAA tourney. Florida wins at 75-55. Rebels' 6-game win streak snap, but they keep their lead in the SEC West. That's a hint. Still 1 win shy of tying the all-time school record of 22. Matt Bonner, 11-10 for the Gators. Florida wins for the 8th time in 9 tries. League night in the Big East, 9th-ranked Boston College at number 18 Notre Dame. Ryan Humphrey shooting, and he gets the members bounce. He had 23, finishes a 14-zip Irish run to start the second half. Later in the second, Irish up. Troy Murphy missing, and look at that. We got a lot of BC players. Box out, no. There's the Booker T. Washington High School all-prepster, Ryan Humphrey, to finish. Late second, Eagles rallying. Xavier Singletary spotting up, and from that spot you get 3 points. He had 9. Eagles down only 1 later in the second half. Still 73-72. Ryan Sidney, hoop, foul. He had 8. BC up 2 after the freebie. Final seconds, Irish down. Martin Inglesby, the top hoop, he gets it to go. He had 10. The Irish go up 1. Now we need a defensive stop with 3.5 left. Troy Bell bringing it up court, but David Graves, there's the clutch defense. 1 of 5 Irish steals, and the Irish hold on to win at 76-75. And yes, they storm the court. Both teams now 10-3 in Big East play, leaders in the West and East divisions respectively. Irish survived 14 first-half turnovers and blew an 11-point lead, but get the win in the Battle of Troyes.
The game, our SportsCenter showcase. And to prove my point, there it is, number 31 jersey. Congratulations, Shane. The game was all Duke. Battier overcoming some early jitters with the steal the other way. 16 points, 7 boards, 4 assists, 3 blocks for Battier. Player of the Year candidate Jason Williams. That was impressive. End of the first half, Duke's Chris Duhon finishes. Duhon had 10 points. Duke having their way. They were inspired. Battier, one of his 3 steals in the game, behind the back to Williams. Wow, that was sweet, and so was that. Williams at 25 points. Then a little showtime. Nate James finding Mike Dunleavy. Nice reverse lay-in. Dunleavy had 18, and Battier gets congrats from Coach K. Duke, 98-54 beating of Georgia Tech.
And look at the mascot hijinks in Manhattan, Kansas. That's a takedown. First half, 10 on Iowa State. Larry Eustace gets a little fired up, gets a technical. That only serves to fire up the Cyclones. Jamal Tinsley to Paul. Surely that must be worth 2 points. Cyclones up 3. Cyclones now up a dozen. Tinsley again. This one to Tyree Pearson, who had 12, part of a 21-6 run after the technical. Clonies by 14 at intermission. Second half, Martin Rancic, 9 points, 6 boards, 5 fouls. So he fouled out, but he gets on SportsCenter, which is good. Iowa State wins at 62-51. The Clonies, 10th straight win, all but close out the league championship. Tinsley, 16 points, 6 rebounds, 5 assists, and he runs the show like a man. KU, Colorado, Jayhawks have lost their last 2. Roy Williams, big night for him. First half, Kansas up 4. Kirk Heinrich stealing. Kenny Gregory, Heinrich, Gregory. Move the ball on the break. Very nicely done. The Jayhawks up 6. 4 seconds left in the first half. Jeff Carey, Allie, Gregory ooping. He's young and athletic. Jayhawks up 7 at the half, and yet more Gregory after intermission. Gregory says here a 360 dunk and 280, 297 tops. He had 20 points. Jayhawks win at 91-79. Roy Williams gets win number 349. Moves into second all-time among.
They play Jason Gardner on D with a steal. Up ahead to Gilbert Arenas. 22 points for Arenas. Richard Jefferson, the former Moon Valley High Rocket. John told me that. Jefferson to Lauren Woods. Woods with 8 points. Gilbert Arenas. Send it up now. Cats by 14. Jefferson drive and dish into Arenas. Cats pulling away to make Sun Devils coach Rob Evans look mystified. 88-58 the final. Michael Wright, 15 points. CC, we have your triple-headed highlight. Bama, Auburn in OT tied at 69. Reggie Sharp, the glass is his best friend. Auburn wins in dramatic fashion thanks to Sharp, 72-69. LSU, Kentucky, second half. Keith Bogans, he's complete. The steal, he gets it back and finds J.P. Blevins. Wildcats up 62-50. Later in the second half, Keith Bogans. The light at the end of the tunnel may be you, Keith. The steal all the way, finishing. Kentucky wins 84-61. Georgia, Tennessee, second half action. D.A. Lane. Lane can't find it from there. Chris Daniels is up for the tip-in. UGA up by 1. Later in the second half, Lane just responding to a good visual. Georgia wins 88-76.
Late second half, Red Storm up 3. Reggie Jesse with the pass to Willie Shaw. Willie Shaw, a donut against Duke. 16 on Wednesday. St. John up 71-65. 1:12 left. Hoyas down 3. Oh, Shaw a little careless. Kevin Braswell the steal and the layup. Hoyas down just 1. 8.9 left. Hoyas down 3. Braswell driving, shoots the three-pointer. No good, and the rebound, there you go. St. John has it, no time on the clock. 73-70 St. John's. Omar Cook, Sharif Fordham grabbed the loop.
Wisconsin, Minnesota. Terrence Simmons, who had 23 points, he shares to Kevin Burleson, who had 14. Later in the first half, Kirk Penny and the Badgers step it up, down 12. Penny, so money and he doesn't even know it. And then minutes later, Penny, he scored 21 points in this game, 14 coming in a 4-minute span. Penny, the sophomore guard, made 5 straight baskets, 4 of them threes. Second half, Badgers up 7. Mike Kelly, bum ankle and all, hits the 3. Badgers win. How about Wisconsin senior Mike Kelly? He hasn't missed a game as in
test. That ate 30 in 3 minutes. Disgusting. As for the game, Ohio getting it done. Patrick Flomo, the big dunk. Bobcats up 6. Buffalo hanging tough. Jason Robinson, the 3. Bulls led it by 1 at the break, 35-34. Bobcats with an answer. Javon Harris, the freshman from Alliance, with the big 3. And then with the first half winding down, Brandon Hunter, Patrick Flomo for the alley-oop. 13 for Flomo, 23 for Hunter. Second half, Buffalo trying to hang tough, but Thomas Stevens, huge triple from the corner. And later, Steve Esterkamp, the sophomore from Cincinnati LaSalle High School, 2 of his career-high 27, and Ohio pulls out the 10-point win.
Tar Heels enjoyed being first in the polls for a few weeks before falling to Clemson and giving #1 back to Stanford. Luckily, they have a tournament to sort all this out in March, he said as a jab at the BCS. #1, old and new, on court Thursday. Stanford gets top billing against Washington State. Mike Montgomery doesn't appear happy. Why aren't you happy? Because Jerry McNair is making my life miserable. He hits a 3. He had a career-high 29 points. The Cougs up 33-25 at the half. Second half, Cardinal up 7. Nice rally. Michael McDonald, Justin Davis with the reverse oop. 17-4 run Stanford to start the second half. And how about more Davis? Teo Johnson can't hit. Davis is there, pulls down the board and the hoop. He had 9 points. Stanford wins it 75-64. And yeah, now the coach is all happy. Cardinal shot 51% from the field, 89.5% from the line. Washington State falls to 0-23 all-time against #1 ranked teams. Carolina, Florida State at the Smith Center. Brendan Haywood, UNC taking on Florida State.
Haywood. The foul.
That was aggressive. Second half, Carolina up 73-55. Joseph Forte, you don't need sound up because you hear nothing but a swoosh. 6 of 12 was Carolina from 3. Forte 3 of 5 behind the arc all by himself. Julius Peppers, he was the QB sack leader. He can also dunk. Carolina up 28, shot 57% in this game. Forte pulling up. He has only one rule, Linda.
Yes.
I just forget what that is because I don't know the song.
Lose.
Thank you. North Carolina goes on to win at 95. Like I've ever been in one of those. Second half, UCLA up 19. Ray Young to Dan Gedzuric. Now they're up by 21. Gedzuric 16 points, 8 rebounds. Less than 30 to go. UCLA's got it put away. But watch this. Jason Capono, the outlet pass to Matt Barnes, and he's going in for the dunk. Some people, they throw in the towel. At Oregon, they throw in the rubber duck. Yeah, count the 2 points. UCLA wins a wild one, 88-73. Bagged their limit, you might say. UCLA has won 6 straight and 14 of 16. Bruins remain a game behind Stanford in the Pac-10 standings, and so you can mark March 3rd on your calendars as the 2 schools meet at Pauley Pavilion.
Fresno State, SMU. Willie Davis down the lane. Can't find it. Gerald Sasser, 19 points, 17 boards. Earlier in the game, Sasser became the Mustangs' all-time leading scorer. Second half, Chris Jeffries driving. Melvin Eli to slam home that miss. Bulldogs lead by 3. Demetrius Porter Going the length. Porter missing the runner. Eli's coming again. 21 points, 14 boards for Melvin. Fresno State beats SMU a 20. Nice, very nice. Marquette's Brian Waddle down the lane. Marquette up by 2. Marquette up by 8. Cordell Henry, lethal weapon. Marquette went up by 11 there, and they go on to win easily, 82-6. And we made it the SportsCenter Showcase. We have the power. Senior night in Columbus, Ohio State honors its only senior, Ken Johnson. Congratulations, Ken. Johnson a little emotional. He needs 3 blocks to set the Big Ten career record. First half, let's get to it. Frank Williams driving. Ken Johnson, there's his first block. He'd get 1 more later to tie Calvin Booth's mark of 4:28. Buckeyes up 4. Johnson. So money he doesn't even know it. He made his first 6 shots. He finished with 16 points. Buckeyes up 7 at the break. Frank Williams, he's got the ball without the chain. He led everybody with 22 points, 5 assists. Buckeyes ball down 1. Sean Connolly. Connolly spotting up. Target practice. Buckeyes up 2. 7 seconds left. Same score. Tim Martin at the line for Ohio State. Already missed the first shot from there, and then no. Did he really airball the second? Yeah, I'm stunned as well. Well, you know, don't laugh, Scooney. Scooney Penn, how are you? Illinois still has a chance. Down to 7 seconds left. Taking a long time bringing the ball up the court is Illinois. Frank Williams finally get it, but what kind of shot is this? Not a good one. Not a good look. The look on Jim O'Brien's face is good. Not on Bill Self. Ken Johnson, very happy. He goes out a winner on senior night. So they cheered in Columbus, and you can bet they were doing backflips in East Lansing. Now Michigan State is just a half game back of Illinois for the Big Ten lead. The win by the Buckeyes was the 4th straight against ranked Big Ten opponents, and they've now won 4 of their last 5 against ranked opponents overall. Hello, NCAA tournament invite.
The thing that I like is it keeps us in the hunt with the Big Ten, trying to help us with our seeds for our tournament. This has got to go a long way to help us get in the NCAAs.
Now, what did Coach say to you at the end of the game? How to play him?
He said they're going to go to Williams. He said try to get the ball out of Williams' hands, try to get 2 people to guard him and make him get the ball up. That's what he tried. He went for the shot. He's a player.
Well, we had a double Williams. He was just hard to handle one-on-one. Just keep your composure, just a couple more steps. You know all the coaching baloney that goes on. And they did it. It was a great win.
Haven't heard the term coaching baloney in quite a while. The Buckeyes' successful run against ranked teams. Not that there's anything wrong with coaching baloney. After they started the season 0-4 against top 25 opponents, 2 difference makers. The team field goal percentage is up 10 points during this 4-1 stretch. And Brent Darby, who averaged 6 points per game in the first 4 losses to ranked teams, has averaged 14.6 in the last 5 games, 4 of them wins. With more now on the SportsCenter Showcase, we bring you Dave Barnett and Bill Raftery.
It was Ken Johnson's showcase Thursday night. He was the only senior on Buckeyes senior night. He would tie the Big Ten career shot blocking record. Needed 2 coming in to tie Calvin Booth of Penn State, and he got those 2 in a 2-point win for Ohio State. His offense may have been even more important to them than his defense.
Well, he put so much pressure on the interior defense of Illinois, which usually is physical, moves you out of the box area. You don't expect him. The jump hook we knew he had, but his turnaround jump shot, whether it was straight in or using the glass, I mean, it was effortless for him, but they got him the ball, and he provided the lift. But how about his partner here? A little kiss by Brian Brown as he decimates the interior defense. He spaced out to make jumpers. He dribbled, pushed, and made a deep one. Real solid performance.
Those 2 hit 15 of 22 from the field. They combined for 34 of the 63 Buckeye points. Now, Jim O'Brien was trying to convince us that he thought they still needed 1 more win, which would make them no worse than 9-7, 2 games over 500 in the conference to solidify an NCAA bid. No longer a problem for him.
Hey, a Boston politician, don't you think? And I think he really wanted his kids to believe that they could win this game, and we need it, urging them forward. They were very well prepared.
3rd conference loss for the Illini. Michigan State also with 3 losses as they hope for a 4th straight conference title. Frank Williams bid to win it short, and the Buckeyes take a huge home win to hang on to 3rd place in the Big Ten, 63-61. Let's send it from Columbus back to the studio.
Guys, thanks. Try it once and you'll be addicted. Pick